Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. I was just reading this book, How to Make the Best Videos, because, well, I haven't posted in a while. It was a very busy month.
Why?
I moved.
What are those things behind you?
Oh, these? They came with the room and I thought they were funny, so I decided to keep them. Anyways. Fictional branding. We've all noticed brands that don't exist in real life, in TV shows, movies, and video games. And I mean, who wasn't a kid and didn't really want to eat the Krusty Krab? And for me personally, I really wanted Scooby snacks. In Looney Tunes' book review, all of the books in the library come to life. The designs on the covers are all alive. Each book cover is done so well. Not just from a composition aspect, but the typography itself is done so well and complements the character inside and nails the joke, which is usually poking fun at an already existing book. And as a result of that, I've always found book covers in cartoons to be extremely interesting. This interest would lead me to raid my dad's bookshelf, steal all his business and marketing books, and just look at the covers in awe of the typography and the design. I even tried reading inside. I got bored, but I was really captivated by the design. But it's not just books, it's all graphic design in cartoons and movies. And usually, most of the time we see graphic design in cartoons is through fictional brands. Like in Looney Tunes, when Wile E. Coyote pops out weird tech from Acme, man, I don't know what it is, but Acme always went so hard on their designs. Their packaging designs are so good. It's so minimal, there's barely anything to look at, but it's just so nice. Is it because it's illustrated? They toe the line between legibility for humor to make sure the joke lands because that's the priority, and being actually aesthetically pleasing. Last month, Elliot is a cool guy made a cool video about the fake brands in Mario Kart world and ranked them. And he mentioned graphic design world building, and I loved that because it just adds a lot, and a lot of effort is spent to it that they don't really have to put. And sometimes it just looks even cooler than the brands that exist in real life. Like, look at the Acme Super outfit. Okay, the joke is that this is how the design is supposed to look, and this is how it looks on Wile E. Coyote, because Acme's products suck. It's starting to seem like Acme spends all their effort on making the product look desirable, and none at all at making it actually work. Like they're trying to do a social commentary of some sort. But since Wile E. Coyote is a proven artist who is particularly lauded for his realism that tears through space, time, and physical matter, I'd like to think that he likes those covers and appreciates them, and that's why he ends up falling for it every time. Oh hey, free Palestine as well, my revolutionary king. Now, these examples span through a lot of cartoons, whether it's books, brands, signs, flyers, and so on. The emphasis, especially in Looney Tunes, is on the joke. But since the shorts also have a lot of emphasis on style, they go the extra mile to make the product actually look cool. And in other cases, in other cartoons, sometimes the style can be the joke in of itself. One of my favorite pieces of graphic design of all time is the peace treaty from the Tom and Jerry episode, The Truce Hurts. Adorned with babies, pigeons, and hearts all around, a visual representation of the love these three knuckleheads will smother each other with the entire episode until they can't handle it anymore and start fighting again. It really is almost like a social commentary of some sort. The way they did it with such like a fancy text and then stinker in the end. And the badge, I don't know what it is with badges, by the way, but they always made them look really nice. Like I kind of wanted to eat them. Does that make sense? Is that a weird thing? Wait a minute, did Spike sign the document for them? That's illegal. Even in the 40s. It's almost like a stop. These are all examples of how graphic design can be used as a prop. But how can it build a world? The fact that there's so much care and imagination in how these artists and animators represent just normal everyday objects adds a lot into making the worlds of these animations believable. Just looking at how products are depicted in all media, even comics. RJ is a comic legend, but the way he illustrated the crab with the golden claws or the cigarettes of the pharaoh, like I don't even eat crab nor smoke, and I kind of want to have some. It's so minimal. And yet this minimalism is not like the minimalism we see in real life. This is whimsical minimalism. Now, when you're doing it on paper, I don't know what it is, but the bare minimum, even if you write a logo with a pencil, it's gonna look so much cooler than if you do it on a computer. That's just my opinion. I think that we're human beings, we're organic. Something that's written is organic, therefore we like it. But when we get into movies, it's kind of a different world because you don't get to do that, and it can be more of a hit or miss. And there are loads of hits for me. Jurassic Park, Wonka, Los Pollos Hermanos. But where graphic design world building truly shines the most is in Wes Anderson's films, which is largely thanks to Erica Dorn. She talks about how fictional branding is different from real life branding is because she jumps between different designs really quickly. In the morning, she could be working on a big sign, and in the evening, she could be making a restaurant logo. I think that leads to more spontaneity compared to working on a big branding project over a few months.
I was really intrigued by how much Erica's work reminded me of cartoons in terms of how legible it was and the insane amount of personality shown. But one thing I noticed was that here they were used even more as accessories to establish who the character is and represent who they are, or to establish when or where the setting is.
But why is the approach for fictional branding so different from what we end up seeing in real life? Most brands have completely lost touch with what the real world is and who human beings are. Everything is so minimal and efficient and just right. Corporations are so anxious about getting every single detail right and marketable. Everything is made with 50 grids that don't even make any sense. There's no way you're telling me that the Pepsi logo was designed like this. Oh yeah, I'm designing based on the gravitational pulls of the universe, the way the sunlight hits the earth, based on 4,000 years of history. You got Pit Cola and Gravity Falls, which fits really nicely in the world of the show. And then Pepsi in real life. Tell me, what does Pepsi show or tell us about human beings and our world? Oh, creating the Pepsi multiverse, the Pepsi universe. Peach on face, on can. That's all you had to do. I'm not calling for minimalism or maximalism. I'm just calling for some honesty and imagination. If branding is supposed to reflect who we are the same way fictional branding reflects characters or their world, then we are completely off. It's insane. Look at the Apple logo and the Samsung logo and tell me those aren't the most boring things you've ever seen in your life. Last week, I saw a lizard outside and took a selfie with it. That's what I'm using my phone for, to take selfies with lizards and photos with turtles. But you'll never see that in a phone commercial. There is the complete removal of anything human because a lot of brands nowadays have become so anti-human. It's almost like a social commentary of some sort. I think what fascinates me the most is Egyptian and Arab graphic design. No, I'm not talking about Shanabu or CC Stick. Why does it have an Australian child on it? Just look at these fruit stickers, how raw and honest they are. There's so much imagination in each one. And look at these perfume sticker packaging designs as well. Just like what we see in cartoons, it's lively, it's all over the place, it's organic and just human. What we surround ourselves with reflects who we are, and we are so much more interesting, so much funnier, and just so much cooler than the boring stuff we choose to represent us. Efficient design, unnecessary elements. Who are you pandering to? Personally, I choose if they pander to Wile E. Coyote. Give me some good imagery. It's not like your product is gonna work like it's supposed to anyways. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this concept, you should check out my other video where I design good morning messages for my grandmas. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and check out this monkey t-shirt I made. It's very cool. Now, if you'll please go on to another video while I read about how to upload all this.